Okay, we still want to find the slope-intercept form, or write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line described here. And the equation in slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. We do have a tool that we can use whenever we have a point and a slope. Remember that when we were trying to find a line that goes through this point and parallel to this equation here, well, isn't this our slope right there? And we remember that parallel means that you're going to end up with the same slope. When you have two lines that are parallel, they have the same slope. So we can actually use this 1/5 as our slope. So now we got our point, we got our slope, we can use the point slope formula. And again, we're going to substitute here, here, and here. That's our x1, that's our y1, and that's our m. So we got y minus 4 equals 1/5 x minus negative 5. Remember, we substituted here, here, and here. The rest is part of the formula. Okay? If we have double signs, remember to do one more step so you can get rid of that double sign. Minus a negative happens to be a plus. And now we are ready to do our PEMDAS thing there, right? We're going to check the left side, we're going to check the right side, we're going to see if we can simplify anything, and when we do that, that's considered our do, right? We're doing the math procedures. So in this case, I'm going to use my distributive property. I'm going to multiply. That means that I check my parentheses, I check to see if there's any exponents. Now I'm ready to multiply and divide, and I do that step right here. Remember that if you have a fraction, you can consider it as a fraction. Any number is over 1. So you multiply 1 times 5 is 5, and 5 times 1 is also 5. So in essence, that kind of gives us our 1 here. But another thing that I wanted you to look at is that these two 5s basically cancel each other out and left you the top number, just the 1. Okay? We can take our equation here. Oops, make some space. And now we have to transfer things around. We call that undo. We're going to follow our PEMDAS this direction, because we're trying to leave the y alone. We're trying to undo the y. Right now it's being attached to this minus 4, and that's part of our adding and subtracting here. We're going to get rid of anything that's adding and subtracting, which would be that minus 4. The inverse, or the opposite, or the inverse of subtracting 4 would be adding 4. I'm not going to be able to add it to this x term because it's a different family, but I can add it to this 1 because they're both constant families. That becomes 0, that's taken out, and you're left with just the y. And over here, you're left with 1/5 x plus 5. And this is in the slope-intercept form, so we're pretty much finished.